Hey y'all, and welcome back to another mukbang. In today's video, we are eating Chilean empanadas, and this is the traditional one, and these are some extra with some cheese in them. And I also have some one-time spicy sauce. It's a dipping sauce that I make with mayonnaise, ketchup, and the one-time sauce. If you want more spice, you can add either more one-time spice or use the two-time spice. But ooh, my mouth is watering. Look at that. Go ahead, take the first bite. Mm. 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 Wow. And these are not made by me. They are made by my mother-in-law. She's done the best empanadas I ever eaten, so we also got some black bean noodles with eggs and green onions. My favorite on everything's my favorite. So let's start off with an egg. Mm. I love boiled eggs. Got my bowl. I'm excited. Damn, that went wrong. The wrong pipe. And these are spicy too, so spicy noodles in the wrong pipe isn't the best. Did I get some in my hair? Yeah, I played it. Oh my god. And let me get that piece out. For those who's always scared that I get food in my hair, usually I don't, but this time I did. Let's go in for another egg. Oh, why is everything not going my way today? Mm. I haven't had spicy food in a while, so the food today feels extra spicy. My mouth is already on fire. Mm. Let's go in. Mm. How y'all been doing? Let me know in the comments down below. Hey, let me know. Comment down below. Hey, let me know. Comment down below. Hey. Ooh. I don't think I've ever recorded and not dropped food. Am I the only one? No, I can't be. And I'm mukbang my way. She also always drops food. Okay, let's go in for the empanada. I'm gonna show you. Wait. I got ground beef, onions, raisins, eggs, olives. I think that's it. But everything is made in special order, so it looks amazing. And the bread is also homemade. This is not ate by like with sauces or anything. But I like to put either Tabasco or sriracha on it, but I forgot to bring it, and I'm now going downstairs and getting it because I'm so hungry. I'm too hungry. When you wait long enough, so you get like hangry almost. When I'm at that state and I'm cooking, and then I just want to eat because I need to calm down. I need to get some food in my belly. Sorry. And these are made in the oven, so they are freshly made. She made them earlier today, so I just reheated them in the oven, but they're still like very hot inside. Not as spicy hot, but steaming hot. Here's the olive. I've already eaten like one and a raisin. And what I like about this, they don't put like too many olives, too many raisins. They only have like 2 raisins, 1 olive or 2 olives, and a quarter of an egg. It's really the like perfect amount of stuff with like the ground beef itself. Ooh, I love these noodles. I think I have one pack left and then I'm out. Sorry you guys, I dropped my metal chopstick on this. I'm out. Edit that sound out. Woo. There is more food on the floor. These are 2 pack of noodles. Oh my god. I ordered the James Charles collab, what's it called, the James Charles palette that he did with Morphe, because I always see him using, oh this is a big bite, using his own makeup palette. So I was like, let me get that palette, and so when I watch his like makeup tutorials I can just use like the exact same colors that he's using. So today when I got it, he had a video when he did like Omegle fans choose my makeup or something like that, and he did this makeup look but like better on that channel. So I was like, you know what, let me try it out, and I think mine is cute but his was definitely better. I think he's using much better brushes than me, and also like eye primers and stuff like that. I don't have an eye primer. Ooh. Oh my god, look at this one. Yes y'all, I'm gonna do it. Can it fit? That was like oops, that was like half the packet in my mouth. Let me get another egg in here. My mouth is on fire. Sorry. My back hurts because this table is too high, so when I'm reaching for the food eventually starts hurting my back. Have you guys seen those YouTube videos where they do chiropractor? Oh my god, I need to go and visit one of those. people. Because I've seen a couple of those videos and everyone is feeling such a relief and like a huge difference. So I'm like, I need to go and see a chiropractor. I'm not sure if they have it here, but I don't know, should we trust the Swedish people? I feel like it's a big thing to trust someone with. Some people like travel distances just to go to someone like that's famous or known. But I don't know anyone. Let us get into this last piece. Today's video will be shorter than usual because we can't always be eating expensive food and a lot of food, so sometimes we have to eat foods that we got at home. Like I had the noodles and my mother-in-law did these, so I was like, why not? It's a good meal. I had some green onions, but man, the green onions today were super spicy. I don't think it was only the noodles that made it spicy for me. I think the green onions made it worse. Usually I handle the black bean noodles very well, but I did feel it like burning in my mouth today. Someone asked me, is that your real accent? And for those who are new to my channel, I live in Sweden, and Sweden, their main language is Swedish, so English isn't our main language, and that's why I have an accent. Now, everybody in Sweden has their own accent because it depends on who they're listening to. Like, I think I get my accent of like a mix of series, animes, TV shows, mukbangers that I watch and that speak English, because I don't use subtitles, so I just go by ear, and I think that I like snap up some out of it. And Sweden is actually really good with teaching English since like we're pretty little. Like, I don't know how many years, but we start really early. Like, if I had to guess, maybe when we were 7 or 8, and that's really good because my cousins in Germany is a country that's next door to Sweden, or not exactly next door, but we have Denmark and then Germany. And my cousins from Germany, they told me that they don't teach them English at school, like never, even when they're like older. It's so weird to me because I've always been used to that people speak English. Like I feel like it's a common common language that brings countries together in a way, because if I travel, I will be using English as my tool, right? So when I go to countries that, or visit countries that don't speak English, it's just weird because we don't have a way to communicate, and that's really frustrating. Like we were in Spain. Spain is also one of those countries where they don't teach you English. I don't know if it's like a pride thing, like if they're too proud to I don't know. But yeah, Spain also does not teach English to their students, so every time we're in Spain I have a really hard time communicating with the people there. Luckily I do have my fiance, and he speaks fluent Spanish, so he's from Chile, for those who don't know, and he always like handles the talk and stuff like that. But it's still frustrating because if I go to Germany, Spain, and I actually think there's a lot of other countries that also doesn't have English in their school. But however, I feel like having English as a subject in school, like in Sweden, is like the best thing, because thanks to it I'm able to communicate with so many other countries. I can do mukbangs in English and use that tool to express myself in a way, because I feel more free when I speak English rather than Swedish, because it's so weird. I don't even know how to explain it, but on Swedish you have like I think it's because I'm a foreigner, because when people look at you and you speak fluent Swedish, but you don't look Swedish necessarily, like the typical Swedish girl has like straight blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin, and I have like brown Mediterranean skin. I have black hair, my eyes are brown, so I don't really fit in that box of the typical Swedish look. And for some reason people almost expect you to not be able to speak fluent Swedish, and when you do and you have a good vocabulary, they be surprised and they be like they look at you weirdly. And I think that's something that confuses me personally, because I also get hung up on like accents, like because when I moved like before I moved to Växjö where I live, they have like a cleaner type of Swedish. They have something called småländska, and småländska is like it's close to the the accent that they use on TV and stuff like that. So they call it rikssvenska, and it's like the proper Swedish to speak. So before I moved to Växjö, I used to live in another smaller city in Skåne, and Skåne is like at the south of the whole Sweden, like it's literally at the bottom, and they have their own accent, and it's very, very it's super different than all the others. It's very hard to explain, but I used to speak that before, and then I moved to Växjö and I had to adapt to this like cleaner type of Swedish, and now I'm just like confused with the accents and being a foreigner, and Swedish people acting and just treating you more differently because of how you look and stuff like that. So when I speak English, I feel like I can be more, like I can be myself more. I don't have to focus on how I sound, or like what people think when they look at me. I don't know, it's so weird. It's not that I care like what people think of me like that. I don't go and like worry about it like that, but it's still the vibe you get from someone. The vibe, you can never ignore a vibe. Like the like energy is like everything. You can literally read a person by their energy and their vibe and the way they behave rather than what they say. So, you know, I'm talking in circles, but what I'm trying to say is that I feel like English is more comfortable for me, and that's also one of the reasons why I chose to have my channel on English, because in Sweden I have to think about accents, I have to think about how I speak, what kind of words I use. I have to speak different ways to different type of people. Like if I'm talking to my boss, I have to speak very clean and, you know, use proper words and stuff like that, just to be seen as equal to like a Swedish girl. Does that make sense? But for those who get me, you get me, and for those who don't, I don't know how to explain it. I haven't really discussed this subject that much, just like about accents and the way of speaking, but yeah, I don't want to get into like deeper subjects than that. But in Sweden, the main language is not English, it's Swedish, and that's why I have an accent. Even though I speak English, I feel like Sweden has a very rough, like a very harsh accent if they speak like real rikssvenska, like I was telling you about, like the cleaner type of Swedish. And for those who hasn't been like practicing pronunciation and stuff like that, and you know, tried, because in Sweden you get to choose in school, like at a very young age you get to choose, do you want to learn to speak like British English, or do you want to learn how to speak American English? So I chose American English because I don't know, I just feel like that's more like my type of English. But some people just can't get rid of the Swedish accent. So I know I sound very confusing. My thoughts are everywhere, and I have a really hard time explaining things. That's just my personality. Like it can be anything. I'm super bad at explaining things, and I don't know. I guess you have to bear with me. I think as I practice explaining things, I might get better at it, but it is what it is right now, okay? And since we're speaking about the subject about like accents and languages, the other reason that I didn't want to speak on Swedish, even though I'm from Sweden, is because Sweden is the country is not that big. I'm not sure exactly how many millions live in Sweden, but I feel like since English is an international language, I felt like I could connect to more people around the whole world. So I felt like, why should I limit myself by speaking Swedish to Sweden when I could just speak English and reach out to the whole world? So that's also one of the reasons why I felt like English is the language that I wanted to speak on this channel. And I know that makes it a bit harder for me to like collab with Swedish YouTubers, because a lot of Swedish people, like a lot people are not comfortable with speaking English, because a lot of them don't feel like they speak good enough, and that they have that Swedish accent too roughly. They feel like English is hard for them to speak. So but yeah, I don't know how I got into this conversation, but I do have an accent, and it's not made up. It's the accent that I have based on people that I watch. series that I watch, TV shows, animes, whatever, movies, I get influenced. But okay, you guys, I know, I'm so sorry. I've been talking in circles and I've been confusing, but I'm sorry about that. I promise you, I will get better at explaining things, and I will try to gather my thoughts before talking. Like, this is an issue that I truly have, and I am so scared of the future, because I'm scared that I will get misunderstood, because I'm so bad at explaining things and I talk in circles. But I'll practice, okay? My fiance, though, he is really good with like telling stories, explaining things. He does it in order. Like, that's the thing about me. When I speak, like when I freestyle or whatever, that's when it gets confusing for me, or like that I speak in circles. But if I'm writing an essay or whatever, I write really good text. Like, I have all the points that I want to have, and I have them like in an order, and everything is laid out perfectly, and you get everything. But when it comes to talking, I don't know. I confuse myself. It's not only you guys, okay? I confuse myself as well as you guys. So I'm sorry about it. Bear with me, okay? Okay. Come, give me a hug. Okay, it's good. Okay, thank you so much if you made it this far. If you like this video, please smash that like button for me. It helps me a lot. And also, if you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. That way you will never miss out. I hope that y'all take care of each other, and that you stay healthy, and be good and kind to each other. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.